Good morning, everyone. This is Andrea Proeber with Great Expectations Realty, and I am just trying to tell you what's going on in Ocala this week and kind of give you a market update and I don't know, just kind of say hi. So, big news on YouTube for us and our little company here is that we hit 200 subscribers. We're just over 200 now. So, thank you so much for that. My daughter assures me that I need to do some wild celebration. She said if I hit 1,000 subscribers, I gotta shave my head. There is no chance that's happening. Just telling you that right now. But for 200 subscribers, I just think that's pretty awesome. So, thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate it. Okay, so this week was a little crazy. The two major things that we have, one, we have a new president, I think. I'm not really sure. Um, it kind of keeps going back and forth. So, I figure maybe I'll have to wait until next week and then maybe, we'll talk about that. But yeah, that was like the big thing everybody was talking about was politics like crazy this week. And who's the president, who's not the president, I don't know. I'm a little confused. The only thing I will say, and I don't want to get into politics because you guys are all like, you're inundated with it. You see the same as me. Personally, I do strongly believe that you need to have respect and honor the person that is in the place of authority. So I keep seeing these people that are going out and like flipping off the current president and stuff, and no matter, oops, sorry about that. So no matter if you like the person or not, I would still say, highly recommend, please have respect for the person. I know there's like a whole bunch of, feelings and emotions and everything going on right now, but, if you respect the process and, you wanted somebody else in office or not or whatever, just, show respect for that office. The same as you would want if it's your party in there or whatever, you would want everybody to respect that person as well. So, okay, so I'm going to get off of that. But yeah, I was a little disappointed with some of the stuff that people were doing because it's like, okay, that's still the president. I mean, hello. Okay. So, Ocala CEP this month was named Chamber of the Year for the entire nation, which is amazing. Little Ocala, we've got the Chamber of the Year. That is huge. We've been really close in previous years, but this year, seriously, Chamber of the Year. That is really cool. That is really amazing. So huge kudos over to Kevin Sheely and the gang over there. They are doing an amazing job. It's basically they worked super, super hard for a long time and several years and just put in the hours and put in the hard work, and then, they're an overnight success. So just a shout out to them. That was really, really well done. And I'm sure you guys can be really proud of yourselves. Okay. So another thing that happened was we were named top 5 place to live in Forbes magazine because of economic growth. And that's between we were just behind. Like the other ones were all in Texas. So the top 4 places to live all in Texas. So if you don't want to live in Texas, Ocala is the place to be. It was actually one of the few cities that were actually named in Florida at all, which is kind of crazy because we're not that big really as far as population and stuff like that. But yeah, so the other 4 places were like Houston, Austin, Fort Worth. I mean, these are like crazy big cities. Houston, I think, is even the capital, or is it Austin? One of those. Okay, so the capital of Texas was listed. But yeah, so we were in with that group. So way to go. That is pretty amazing. But they rate it based on, the average wage and also the unemployment rate and the actual growth that's been going on and that's projected because of that increase. So yeah, way to go us on that one. Another thing that is going on this week, before I get into the real estate stuff, which I'm sure you guys are actually here to hear about, but we have a tropical storm out here. It's actually just hitting us, kind of starting to hit us today. We got like little spitting rain as I was coming in today, which is kind of weird for this time of year. Actually, to have any kind of rain at this time of year is really bizarre. This is like our dry season. So yeah, we're supposed to have like a week straight of rain. But yeah, Etta, that is just bizarre. This is November. We don't do tropical storms and hurricanes in November. That is just weird. So we got some weird weather out there right now. So, just do what you normally do. Make sure you have gas in your car. Make sure you got some bottled water at home. This is Florida. Everybody has bottled water at home. But, don't take all the toilet paper either, people. I mean, come on. So don't do that. That's just rude. All right. So this morning I did a real quick search on MLS, and the new listings that we have, I'm going to go into that. So far this morning, we've got 10 new listings, 26 are pending, and 7 are sold. So that's going to change. Monday, it's so funny because, of course, I chose to do this report on Monday because it's the first day of the week or whatever. But, yeah, Mondays, everybody comes in at like 9 a.m. and they start inputting all the contracts that were done from the realtors over the weekend. So the numbers change considerably within the next 12 hours. But for right now, new listings 10, pending 26, 7 are sold. And what does that mean? That means that we are still running out of houses. Okay, we need more listings than what is being sold for quite a while for us to catch up in that, and that's not really happening. So, okay, so to bring it into your terms, I actually went ahead and did a quick residential search here in Marion County. And keep in mind, okay, Marion County is much larger than the state of Rhode Island, the entire state. Okay, now I mean everything is larger than the state of Rhode Island, but it's bigger than some states. So Rhode Island, I think, is like 1,100 square miles. We are just under 1,600 square miles of actual land. The county encompasses more, but some of that's water, and it's not like you can put a house in the water, so far as I know. But yeah, so I did a search in the MLS and just selected Marion County. I put in active 3+ bedrooms, so if there's like 5 or 6 bedrooms, great. 2+ bathrooms, so if it's like 2.5 or 3 or 5, 10, 15, I don't care. Garage, yes. I just selected yes. I don't care if it's attached or detached, but a regular cookie cutter 3-2 home. I did select single family homes, so that would knock out like big huge farms, and it would knock out mobile homes and apartments and condos and stuff like that, because that's kind of different. We're talking like cookie cutter 3-2 home. And then I took off the 55 plus. So guess how many houses there are in Marion County right now that fit that description? Oh wait, just guess. Throw some guesses down in the comments. I'll tell you if you're right. So if you guessed 536 available homes, as of right now, you are correct. And that is crazy low. Is like, you gotta think, okay, it's not just Ocala, that's Marion County. So that's Silver Springs, Fort McCoy, Anthony, Umatilla, Citra, Reddick, Denellen, Summerfield, Ocklawaha, yes, that is how you actually pronounce it, Bellevue, Spar, Morriston. I mean, that's a huge area. And we've got 536 houses. So, I mean, you can drive from one end of Marion County to the other end of Marion County and drive for an hour straight with no traffic. That is insane. So basically we have one house for every 3 square miles, which means if you're looking for a specific city and neighborhood, things could get a little dicey. So make sure that you're checking in with your realtor. because we're going to have the up-to-date information. I know you guys love Zillow. I actually love Zillow too. It's very helpful at some points, and it does kind of help with the window shopping. So, for that, it's great. But if you're looking for something to purchase and you want up-to-date information, that is not the place to go. Zillow runs about 24 to 48 hours behind MLS. So that's not so great. So everybody's always so frustrated. They're like, oh, well, I saw this house on Zillow. And it's like, yeah, that's gone. Well, no, it's showing active on Zillow. Well, in about 48 hours, it'll catch up to the rest of us. And it'll actually show pending. It's pending. I promise it's pending. MLS does have that sometimes too, just because the contracts come in and they haven't penned it yet. Most realtors are pretty good about that. But keep in mind, they get it pending, and then it takes maybe an hour or two to get it into MLS, and then it takes another 2 days to get into, the contract could fall through by then. So just don't trust that Zillow is accurate information. It is running behind. Something else that changed that was pretty interesting with Zillow actually is they are going to start charging realtors for rentals. So every time a realtor puts it in there, it's going to be the same as putting an ad in a newspaper or something like that. So what does that mean? A lot of realtors are going to stop putting the houses in Zillow and Trulia and apartments.com and stuff like that. All of the stuff that Zillow owns. It's called the Zillow group. It is right now that they're charging, but realtors can put it into MLS, and then the MLS feeds into Zillow. Yeah, Zillow actually gets their information from our MLS. That's why it takes some time. It's not like people are putting it right into Zillow. Majority of it is realtors are putting it into MLS, and then it feeds over to Zillow. So anyway, but yeah, they are charging for the rentals, and it won't feed over anymore, which means each one of the rentals have to be input into MLS manually, and then they have to go into Zillow and input it there as well. So yeah, you're going to see a lot less rentals pretty soon on the Zillow group is what I'm thinking. And I think that's throughout the United States because it's just they're making it harder to put rentals up there. I think Zillow is kind of going away from rentals anyway with the market this hot. I don't know. They've had a lot of changes this year with Zillow group. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, if you're looking for a rental, you might have more open up actually from a realtor or property manager than you would on there. Another place to look is Facebook Marketplace. I see a lot of rentals go up there. A lot of them are owner. It's just single owners as opposed to property managers. But a lot of property managers put theirs on there as well. So just a heads up on that. If you are looking for a rental, you may actually find something on Facebook. There's also some groups that are pretty good. I say pretty good. At least here at Ocala, there are some groups that are specifically for houses and apartments for rent in the Ocala area or whatever. So, but a lot of people get on there and are just kind of very negative, and they're like, what do you mean I can't have 6 pit bulls? And it's just this whole thing. So they're really unreasonable. So sometimes we don't even, I'm part of the group, and I'm just I don't even want to tell people I have a rental available because I just don't want to get bombarded with a whole bunch of people that are just not reasonable. You got to think that the investors that own these houses, they take on a lot of risk when they invite somebody to live in their home. And they try and screen somebody that's going to do damages, but I've seen $10,000 and $20,000 worth of damage that was done by a tenant, and they're never going to get that money from that tenant. It doesn't matter if they sue them or whatever. It's almost impossible to get that money in full back. So it can happen, but I know one owner was self-managing. The tenant did over $8,000 worth of damage from their pets and stuff all through this very nice home. And the owner took them to court, won the case. They had all the receipts, all the pictures, everything. And then the tenant immediately declared bankruptcy, and I think they maybe got $500. So, I mean, there is a lot of risk involved. So, to have somebody that has, like 10 dogs or 10 cats, that's asking a lot, because you're not just asking for yourself, you're also asking for your pets. But, all right, I'm going to get off of that little soapbox right there and try to get back into real estate stuff. I have a bazillion things to do, including some new listings myself that need to get input in. A lot of stuff that I was doing over the weekend. No, it was not sitting at home eating bonbons. That would be really great, but no. So I'm going to go finish working on that. And don't forget, I also have that video coming out this week about Marion County elementary schools and all of the choices and options that you have. And again, thanks so much for the over 200 subscribers. Really exciting about that. Okay, thanks so much. Oh, Zach is waving, and so is Vivian. Hi. Oh my goodness, Vivian, I have not seen you in forever. We're going to have coffee. So, all right, I will talk to you guys later, and thanks for watching. Bye.